Alright, I want to share this with you. May not come out very good because this is kind of noisy with the traffic here, but I'm at a park where I had zero luck at this park forever. And you keep coming back, and all of a sudden, this area of the park, I picked up a bunch of silver, and I started finding silver, and found like a 2-inch barber quarter, like right here, that I'd missed many times. And see, I want to show you something real quick. Let me unplug here. I don't know how well you're going to be able to hear this, but I'm walking along. Let's see if I can get this. Okay. So, obviously a lot of crap. You hear these little insequential high tone, but they're not super high tone. Right there, you hear it. If you're swinging, like I see so many people, they get out there and they're just swinging like this. They're just swinging like this. This is how fast they swing. If you're swinging that fast, I don't know. It's just, I know that the technology is better with the new detectors, but still, I will not chance missing targets in it's trash. You hear it? Depending on how you hit that, you get trash and a little bit high tone bleed over. That's why going slow allows you to isolate. And doing the little wiggle. I've been through this whole area. I have literally walked this whole area of trees because I found like 3 or 4 mercs, like right there on the infield of this baseball field, like 4 mercs. Found that barber quarter. I've picked up like several rosies over there and some wheats in throughout here, and I've walked all these old growth trees. Missed this. Probably because there's, maybe at one time there might have been a little piece of trash laying right on top of the surface. There's a lot of bottle caps here, a lot of twist offs. But do I think this is silver? I don't think it is. I don't know. Tough call. I'm going to put my headphones back in. It's a nice tone. But it doesn't sound like silver in the headphones. Right. I'm gonna dig right here. See the reason? I mean, it could be silver. Like I said, I have a 2-inch barbered quarter. Unbelievable, right? But yeah, this is coming in about probably 4 inches as far as. Same thing that the Manticore had, be like enhanced audio. You know, it tells you you can hear the depth. Let's see. Yeah, maybe 5 inches. Oh, just a Clyde dime. But at this particular area, I was seeing numbers like 943, 1044. I saw 1246. I saw 143. Just because there's a lot of little trash pieces around it. But anyways, you know, you got to dig these when you know there's silver around, and especially the silver here could be anywhere from 2 inches to 7 inches. Well, like I said in the previous video, that I've managed to find like multiple like wheats along through these trees, these big trees. And I have a high tone. This is kind of weird. Have you ever had one of these tones where you go over it and you kind of hear a high tone, nice good high tone? So for like E-trac, $50 high tone signal, but then it's like it's like a fake signal. It's kind of weird. It's like it's there but not there. And then when you kind of go the other direction, it seems like it's not there. But if you pinpoint it and then you go slow and then it builds, it's kind of what this signal is. I have no idea what this signal is, but it's I'm getting nice high tones, but they're inconsistent. I mean, they are there, but they're inconsistent. This is weird. So this could be like a pop can or a lid. But have you ever had a high tone before, or a nice item that was shallow, and you almost get like a overload? Almost. It's just like it's like a ghost. It becomes ghost. I don't know how to describe it, but it just disappears. It's weird. Now, if I was running this in auto sensitivity, different story. But manual sensitivity, it wants to overpower the signal. It's weird. But in auto, it comes in a little bit better. So I have to figure this out with the Manticore, because I haven't even looked to see if the Manticore has an auto sensitivity. But I think that's what they use for like auto tracking. For ground balance, I could be totally off and wrong. Something I'm going to need to read about. So I'm off center. Oh, I got 2 targets. Oh no, it's 1 target. It's just really big. That's probably what my deal is. Probably a big piece of iron. Yep. Look at that. So that just probably goes to show that, you know, even with the Manticore, I do get iron. This is iron falsing. But I didn't like this tone or target, you know. So I can understand. Now I gotta go back over that. I can understand the Manticore getting iron, even though with today's technology, I think that they'd be a little bit better with that. But I think people have their iron set a little too high. You know, their discrimination is not set low enough. But then there's that point where you have to like learn where your iron limits are, so you're going to get a little bit of clipping, but you just have to find the sweet spot. Like I said, I didn't like this one, but I dug it anyways, because you just never know. See, here's a prime example. A wheat scent. At least I'm pretty sure it's a wheat scent. Can't see the back, but pretty positive that is a wheat scent. And 4 inches down, 3 inches down, in the area where I've picked up a lot of, you know, little miscellaneous wheats and stuff in here, and so easy to miss. Plain as day, though. So easy to miss. Well, I'm over here by what I call Don's pole. This is Don's pole because Don was the gentleman that I met metal detecting, and his wife had bought him an E-trac for his retirement. So Don, I know you're out there. Sometimes you watch my videos. Hi. I think Don found a Rosie near this pole, and then I came back and I think I found another Rosie around the pole, and I found this like 1911 like sheep herder's pen or something just about 10 feet off the pole, and I might have found even more around this pole too. And sorry, Don, that I took some of your treasures after the fact though, but thanks for sharing the location. But yeah, since that was found, we did find a silver ring right out here, and I have found a silver cross and multiple rosies along these trees. I'm kind of heading down to I think about the 5th or 6th tree from the end there is about where I left off. I kind of meandered the trees all the way down, but we'll see how that goes. But anyways, I had a high tone, which I thought was going to be a lot shallower. And there used to be, back in the day, I've talked about this place so fast, there used to be some houses along in here. This whole place used to be houses. So you'll find random trash in here, but I've got something that looks like a pen. Another, it's got like a, I don't know, I can't tell, but it could be just a piece of trash, like a old watch piece or something, but it looks like something else. And it's something else. And it is. It's probably just an old radio guts or something like that with some gears or whatever that used to be on here. Oh well, trash it is. And I did find a lot of trash in and around this pole. So this pole, there must have been a little bit of old foot passage right through here, and the house that sat here. Oh well, garbage. Well, there's more in the hole. It's pieces of iron and another piece of the other side of whatever that is. So sometimes there's engravings on this, but maybe I'll take a peek. I don't know, but try and get the rest of the garbage out so that next time I come here, I ain't doing the same thing. See, I keep digging till my probe is stopping, like a little what do they call this, a block and pulley or something, or a little. That's pretty neat. So not sure how old that is, but yeah, you keep finding these things the more you keep digging. And I'm sure that if I were to run this over my coil, oh yeah, no, I get nothing. So I would have thought that would have been like a nice piece of brass, but maybe it's, no, it doesn't swing up a high tone at all. All right, there's still a little bit more in there. Jeez. Like, you know, some places you can just keep digging iron and keep digging iron and keep digging iron. But I gotta stop if I want to go find the silver. Just digging in someone's junkyard now. Ugh. Well, I've got 1244, 1245, and it's about, you know, probably 5-6 inches down, which the tone didn't tell me it was silver. The numbers are like iffy because they're at 44, 45, but the depth is what makes me wonder, because usually you start to get down in that one sweet spot depth, about 6 inches, and my target's probably out of the hole. Just a clad dime. You just never know. See, that was in my dirt, so about 5 inches down. And if you guys ever, again, I'm promoting these guys for a little bit here because They're the ones who helped me out with my Manticore presale, and they're the ones who actually hooked me up with my very first detector back in 2010. They've been around for a long time here in Portland. Northwest Detector Sales, northwestdetectors.com. Check them out for your online detecting needs, supplies, and prospecting supplies. Like I said, they've been around in Portland for a really long time, and they can hook you up with whatever you need. And they do a lot of business online, so check them out. Tell them Paul from Metal Detecting Oregon sent you. Thanks. You know, most of you guys who do YouTube videos know you start and stop videos all the time. And I haven't been, I started doing a couple recordings in through here, and I stopped because they're kind of shallow clad, and this one I thought was going to be a shallow quarter, something different. So I don't know what this is. Had something up here. It's kind of rusty. Left a little indent rust on but the rest of it I think is copper, and it's got a design on it. So I have no idea what this is. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep going. Don't know if that was... almost looks like a little shield, but no idea. Something. So when we bought our trailer, we had an option to put a coating on the outside of the trailer and underside where the bolts are and such. It was an expensive coating. I mean, $20 some $100, and it's supposed to be 5 years, and it has a special. I mean, I've heard people say things like that duct tape doesn't even stick to it and things like that, and it will keep help with the black streaks. A lot of people hate those black streaks. Those black streaks, they'll come from the rainwater will drip right through there, and then you get these black strips. Anywhere you have sometimes a little bit of dust, and then you'll get like black strips running down your trailer. And I've had those black strips. Oops. Every time I have an alarm, it shuts off my camera. So they do sell. I mean, it's not like you don't have to wash, but they have Wade made bug remover. And what else have I got in here? These are stuff that come from the company. Beast Wash, and it says black streaks, but this is made by Duratain, and this will probably last us quite a while. It's concentrated, so if I have to wash in the bug remover for the front. But what's nice is that I've already taken some bugs off the front of my trailer, and they kind of wiped right off. And you see this black streak right here running down the trailer, just to show you, like I've already taken some of it off. And that's just gone. And I'm just wearing my just gloves and wipe that black streak right off. So we're gonna see, obviously, if this Duratain is any good. Obviously it's a new trailer. We haven't really been out much, just a couple months. But as we get into dustier climates, see, here's another black streak right here, right? As we get into dustier climates, will this be as it gets moisture and then dust and dry and baked on and such. Will this be more of an issue? You can kind of see some dirt coming off right there, and this black streak is gone. Now, right here, it's not coming off as easy, but it talks about like don't use chemicals and such. Use mostly just water if you can. And then we did buy, like I said, I did buy the bug remover and the wash, and it actually came with this free brush, and it's a soft bristle brush is what they recommend for the Duratain. So, is it worth paying the money? Well, I don't know yet. But going off the people that sold us the trailer, now I know you're probably thinking, they're going to try and sell you anything. They actually don't do the coating. Actually, it's you make an appointment and they come in and do the Duratain. Somebody else, is an outside company, so I'm sure they do get a kickback. And but what I'm telling you is, like, we bought this trailer from, it's a friend of the family. I mean, close friend of the family. And so I would hope that they wouldn't cheat us, because, things like that will come back to haunt you in time. So Duratain, right? Duratain. Worth the money or not, time will tell, but you just saw me wipe off some black streaks, even though the trailer is new and hasn't been out in the weather too much. So here's like some black, like a piece of grease or something. And that would probably come out. There it goes. So, yeah, will it work? You can kind of see some black streaking like underneath here a little bit too, but you can barely see it. So, yeah, it's just dirty right now. You can see my hands, how dirty that is, but it's wiping right off. So the whole purpose of this is less washing, less maintenance on the trailer to keep it in good shape. And it's 5-year warranty. So we'll see how this goes. Our plan was actually to keep this trailer for about 10 years and then make a decision whether we're going to sell it after that or not. But we'll see. Duratain.